Hello and welcome to the next in our series of podcasts brought to you by Haydock Finance, where we share expert views and insight into the world of asset finance. And the theme of today's podcast is From the Good to the Exceptional. I'm Siân Lloyd and I'm thrilled today to be joined by Jan Greenhalgh and Gordon MacGregor, both senior members of the team at Haydock Finance. It's great to meet both of you, and I'd love to start by asking a little bit about what you do at the company.
Hi Siân, well my name's Gordon MacGregor. I'm the Chief Credit Officer for Haydock Finance, and my role is to manage the credit risk within the company and also to head up the underwriting team.
Fantastic. What about you, Jan?
I'm the head of operations for Haydock Finance. My team underpin everything that happens from a client and new customer coming on board with us to having a facility drawn down, paying the funds, etc. We thrive on excellent service. That's what we do.
Well, it's great to hear a bit about you both. Today, we're going to be really delving into what it takes to get from good to exceptional. And I suppose the context really here is there's been a rising demand and expectations around customer service. And it'd be great to hear about how Haydock has evolved to meet this demand. So first of all, to set the scene, Jan, give me a bit of an overview about why you think that high quality, high expectations are there in this financial landscape at the moment.
And well, lenders predominantly are an extension of an introducer's brand. So when you deliver service, you're actually delivering their service. To be exceptional, you need to add value, do what you say. So whatever you promise to do, you need to over-deliver on that promise. And it's quite a dynamic market. So you have to stand out to the crowd and you need to be exceptional.
And Gordon, in your experience, how are you seeing the customer expectation evolving in recent times across the financial sector?
I think the finance sector has seen a rapid transformation with regards to clients' expectations about the customer-centric service that we provide.
And in terms of then responding to that, is speed critical?
Absolutely. I think there's definitely key things that our clients look for. I think speed of transaction, proactive communication, and effective decision making are all absolutely key in building that relationship. Because what we need to bear in mind is our service delivery to the customer absolutely impacts on their ability to serve to their customers as well.
Yeah, that's a really important point, isn't it? Another important point, perhaps, people and technology. What's happening in that arena?
So yes, our customers expect us to continually invest in both people and technologies. Some of the emerging technologies that we're looking at this moment in time are AI, digital documentation, and also automated decisioning. And with these technologies and the investment in individuals, this allows us to deliver a more agile and complete service to our customers to enable them to deliver.
Well, it's great to hear about the context that you're working to. Let's dig into a little bit about how Haydock Finance is actually been reacting to this, the impact that it's having. Gordon, first of all, tell us a bit about the changes that have been undertaken in terms of credit.
Yes, so as part of the restructure, what we've done is we've created 3 channels within credit based on specialisation and transaction type, and that includes a fast track option as well, which means that we can respond to the customers very quickly on more straightforward transactions. But another aspect of it is trying to develop more one-touch credit, and what that effectively means is we need to interact more with the brokers to ensure that we can decision the transaction without putting it to the side and moving to the next transaction, hence the one-touch approach. And key to that is being able to speak directly to the brokers. So our direct dialogue with the brokers is extremely important, both in building relationships with the brokers, but in understanding the type of transactions that they're getting involved in.
And in terms of what's triggered the changes, the restructure, the realignment, Jan, was that due to feedback or growth challenges or a larger strategic vision?
So I would say all three were key and form part of the plan to align ourselves better to each other internally and then ultimately externally. Haydock's finance's growth in the market has been exceptional. We have a lot of new customers coming in, so we had to realign ourselves to make sure that we could still sustain service. Feedback is actually key and underpins part of our transformation programme. We are constantly asking opinions of our staff, opinions of our introducers and their clients to make sure that we are within the market and we keep our competitive edge.
Well, really interesting to have heard a bit about the why there. So Gordon, perhaps you could tell us a little bit about how the new structure is helping improve turnaround times and service for both brokers and customers, really.
I think by streamlining our operations, what it does is it gives us a greater level of efficiency and communication right across the two departments. This approach allows us to deliver consistency both in training and development to increase the capability right across the team. And by aligning our teams closely with our colleagues in operations, it allows us to increase collaboration and interaction across the teams and therefore deliver a more efficient service to our customers.
So great to hear about that collaboration between you and Jan there then.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Really great to hear from the two of you about how that collaboration between credit and operations are working. And Jan, I'd like to hear from you really about how you see this transformation taking the future of Haydock Finance long term.
It is the transformation that we've, myself and Gordon have just gone through with our relevant teams, absolutely supports the growth aspirations of the business as we move forward into the next number of years. As well as the growth, it fundamentally enhances our service proposition to our introducer partners and their clients.
And what part does culture play in sustaining that momentum?
Our culture is the engine that keeps the momentum alive. It gives everyone a purpose and a common vision and goal for the future.
So absolutely key at Haydock Finance.
Absolutely, yeah.
The heart of the business.
Yeah.
We've been hearing about the great work that you've been doing there at Haydock Finance. So in terms of looking now at the impact of all these improvements, Jan, how do you measure the success?
So we actually complete internal surveys. And they're all aligned to our service goals and vision. We also complement that with the voice of our introducer partners, just to make sure that we get a blend of views from internal and external out in the market. And then we are driving to achieve the Institute of Customer Service accreditation this year, which will underpin and fundamentally be a big key change for our business.
Fantastic stuff. And Gordon, what does the future then of service delivery look like?
Well, at Haydock Finance, we will continue to focus on process optimisation and leveraging technology to make sure that we stay at the forefront of our industry. If we look at AI, we are just in the process of implementing new AI technology which will undertake the proposal loading process for us, which will deliver efficiencies right across the business, but it also helps with the customer services in terms of the speed that we can turn around the deals in as well. At the same time, we will continue to strengthen our sector specialisation to ensure that we can continue to meet our customers' growth strategies. But we see this very much as continuous improvement, which we deploy right across the company. And it is a view that is shared right across our teams and right across the business. We view this as a journey of ongoing innovation and refinement.
Well, thank you both. It's been really insightful. And what I'm taking away from this podcast is particularly what you said about the transformation and the collaboration in terms of taking us from great to truly exceptional.
Thank you very much for having us along today.
No, thank you.
Well, we hope that you've enjoyed the podcast and that you can join us next time for more as we delve into the world of asset finance.